Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. For those who haven't been here before, my name's Anna and this is the first day of our trip to Disneyland. I hadn't been to Disneyland Paris since 1992. I think that was the year that it opened, and it was my first time back since then. I took two of my children with me, my grown-up son Connor and my daughter Lila. I wanted to do something really special for my birthday and to celebrate finishing my cancer treatment. It's just been a bit of a rough year, so I really wanted to do something special and just celebrate life. Because the cancer surgery and treatment has really affected me with fatigue levels and just feeling rotten, I was worried I wouldn't actually be able to make it out for the trip. But obviously I did. I was a bit overwhelmed and a bit nervous. So this first day, I didn't really make a conscious effort to vlog because I just wanted to absorb it all. And it was quite an emotional day. Because of the effects of my treatment, it meant I was entitled to a priority pass. This is something you apply for online through the Disneyland website. You have to take kind of proof of if you've got a disability or for whatever you're saying you need a priority pass for, and then you're given a little card. And for us, it meant we went through a separate entrance, usually through the shop and into the exit, if that makes sense. And then cast member would take us and we go straight to the front of the ride, which was just unbelievable, really. But it made all the difference to me because I wouldn't have been able to stand in queues, although the queues weren't horrendous while we were there. But the priority pass did, mean that I could really enjoy myself and do the whole park and do everything that we wanted to do. You can also use the priority pass in restaurants, in shops. You can use it for the parade, and you go into a special area for the fireworks. Not that we did the fireworks, mainly because we were there first thing as the park gates open, and it was just a little bit too late. It would have just been too much, and we were a bit concerned also about getting back to our hotel because whilst we were there, the taxis, the buses, and I think the trains at one point were all on strike, and I know people were having issues. Fortunately, we didn't. I had the Bolt app on my phone, which I'd recommend downloading, and we never had any issues. We never waited longer than 5 minutes for a Bolt to take us back to our hotel. I definitely recommend applying for an access or priority pass if you're entitled to it. All the information is over on the website, but it just means a difference, of actually being able to enjoy everything that's there. And for me, my fatigue levels, as I said, I wouldn't have been able to do it without it this time. I believe if you've got the priority pass as well, or the access pass, you can take up to 3 people, might be 4 on the rides with you. So you go as a group. Although if the person with the priority pass doesn't want to ride a ride, then your group, your party can't use it. They have to go and queue with everyone else. All this meant for me was that I had to get on rides. I had to be a bit brave, and I was dragged on every roller coaster and the Tower of Terror, which I did end up loving, but it was good for me because I really did get to experience it all. It's also worth mentioning that if you are disabled, then you do get a 25% discount off 2 of your tickets, which was actually a really big saving for us. I thought that was really good. You can only do that if you buy your tickets directly from Disney. Again, all the information is on their website, so just double check and don't take what I'm saying as fact, because I do get a bit brain fog, but the website is the place to go. I didn't really research too much into the park or the holiday before we went, where usually I would have a cast iron plan, but I had heard bad things about Disneyland Paris, that people can be quite rude, that the cast members aren't helpful. I didn't have that experience at all. When we arrived on the day, I had the tickets downloaded to my phone. I'd already applied on the website for the priority pass, so we went to guest services. Go there, they're outside of the park. For some reason I thought they were on the inside, so we did queue up first. But the guest services underneath the Disneyland Hotel, I think it's over to the right. So go over to them, take your reference number that you'll be given once you apply for the priority pass, and then they literally just printed out this card for me. It lasts for the duration of your stay, and actually mine lasted about a week after. But you apply, I think, every time you go, and then once you've got that pass, you just show it to the cast member at the start of the ride. They will show you where to go and help you, and then you'll literally have a cast member there dedicated to for people that need a bit of extra help, who will take you to where you need to be. It doesn't guarantee you access though, so if a show is already full, it doesn't mean you get to skip the line completely and go in. You'd have to wait for the next one. We didn't have any issues other than the Frozen show in, I keep wanting to say Hollywood Studios, and it's not called that, it's the Disneyland Studios. And that was the one show we couldn't get into because it's very, very popular. I think if you want to go and see that one, really you need to get there an hour before the show starts. The rest of the shows were absolutely fine though. I mean, this Lion King one, we went there literally 5 minutes before they opened the doors, and we got straight in, which was fabulous. One thing I wish I'd done was sort of studied the park map. You can get paper maps at the entrance. I didn't really get on with the app, and in my mind, I'm so used to the layout of like Magic Kingdom in Orlando, I was getting a bit confused why things weren't where I thought they should be. So it took us a good day to work out where everything was. So that first day, we just made the rookie mistake of literally crisscrossing across the park. Like we missed Frontierland completely because it was an area where I wasn't expecting it to be. So we went to Adventureland, then I think we crisscrossed right across, came back to Frontierland. So we did a lot of steps that first day, and really I should have made more of a plan. Our visit was during term time, and it was in the weekdays as well. So although there seemed to be huge crowds there, the rides, I think the longest wait was probably for Crush's Coaster and Peter Pan, which it's always got a long queue, no matter where you are. The one in Orlando always has a long queue. But again, they're only about 50 minutes, 40 minutes. So, not long at all, really. I don't know what they're like on a busy day. If you do have the app, it will tell you the ride times, but we did find they weren't always accurate just when I glanced, because we didn't really need to check it for the queue times and things. We're just having a look. But as I said, I didn't really get on with it. What I did like as well is that everything was really close together. So the studio park is literally right next to the Disneyland park, which is then right next to the Disney Village. So everything's close together. We walked out of the park and literally went into the Rainforest Cafe. We didn't need to pre-book. We got a table straight away. So I really liked that because you weren't having to wait for buses and fight your way on and, waste that time journeying from place to place. Another thing I noticed here, which is different from Orlando, is that there's water fountains absolutely everywhere, and in all the toilets, the sinks there, you can actually refill your water bottles. It's drinking water. I didn't take in a bag or anything, so had I known, I would have taken a bag with water bottles because the drinks are quite pricey in there. And it was so super hot on our first day. It really was. It felt like we were in Orlando, apart from I didn't know where anything was. We paid just over £500, I think, for 3 adult tickets for 3 days. If you're buying the reduced price tickets on the website, if you have a disability, you can only pay for them up to 3 days. We were originally going to do 4 days, but I thought that might be a bit much, and I went to see a bit of Paris. If you want anything longer than that, like more days, maybe give them a call and see if the discount can still be applied. So as I said before, this isn't my usual style of vlog. I just went round and filmed little bits and took lots of pictures of our first day because I was completely kind of lost in the moment. But the vlogs do get better after this, and I actually vlog properly. So please stick around to watch them. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching if you're still here. If you have any questions at all about the access or priority pass or how we booked, please comment down below and I'll do my best to help. But I do advise go to the Disneyland website because stuff changes as well. But any questions or if you want to know more, I don't mind answering. And I'll do my very best to help. Oh, and in our upcoming vlogs, I do show you how we use the priority pass, so you can see the entrances we go in and stuff, which might be useful if that's something you're going to get and, have no idea how to use it. So if that's something that interests you, please don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching.